You're on Steam late at night, and there's this game, real cheap, $2-3 maybe, looks odd, unique, and you say to yourself, I can spare $2-3. I should give it a try. A few clicks later, all of a sudden, you find yourself downloading a game, and then subsequently playing a game called Plug and Play. And no, I'm not talking about this kind of plug and play, or this kind of plug and play. I'm talking about an indie game, story game, artsy game called Plug and Play. And, well, I guess without further ado, I can't really explain it without showing it. So, here you go, my indie review of Plug and Play. Well, here it is. Plug and Play is a artsy, interactive story game with quotation marks. And if you can see me every time I say the word game, I'm going to be putting quotation marks out, because a lot of people would argue it isn't really even a game, just an interactive story. But there are elements to it. You do usually interact with each new scene that pops up and trying to progress what story there may be. Now, if there was a protagonist or protagonists in this game, they would be strange little people with electrical plug socket heads, two-prong, I suppose, that are going through the story of life and love and showing lots and lots of symbolism, especially in the realm of intercourse. I'm just going to come out and say it, folks. If that kind of stuff offends you, and I'm not going to put any of this in my video because this is a family channel, but towards the end of this game, it gets really weird. And again, speaking of towards the end of, this is a very short romp. You could probably blow through this interactive story, I suppose, more, or even interactive poem if you want to, in less than 10 minutes. So it's kind of one of those things where there's really no replay value. I mean, I played it through twice and tried different options to see if anything different would happen. If anything, maybe a character walked off the screen in another direction, or I was given different choices in a conversation, but it all ended up the same at the very end, which, if you enjoy the kind of indie artsy stuff that this kind of brings, then you might actually enjoy this. However, it's very hard to recommend this game because really all you're doing is click and dragging and attaching electrical sockets into each other, which sounds a lot dirtier now that I say this out loud from when I wrote it. But believe it or not, this game has a place somewhere. There are people out there that will enjoy this, will get it, and will try to dissect it and figure out what the true meaning of this interactive poem, if you must, is. And then others will play it, get completely creeped and weirded out, and move on to something else. Or just say meh. Well, there you have it. I guess I can recommend this game if you like really artsy games or story-driven games that talk about love and sex, I guess. I'm not really sure what to make of this game, or even if I can recommend it. I guess it's fine. Honestly, I wouldn't recommend paying the $2.99 or whatever it is on Steam. Might be a little more, might be a little less. If you're really that curious about it, then, you know, these guys did put work into it, so maybe wait for a Steam sale and get it for $1 and then sit there and play for a while and, well, be boggled by what you just saw. You might be touched by it. I mean, I did get what they were going for. The stages of love and what it eventually leads to, sadness and grief. It's all kind of confusing, and I think different people get different stories out of how they'd interpret this, I suppose. Anyway, thanks for watching my indie review of Plug and Play. So, if you enjoyed this video, please feel free to share it with your friends. Leave a comment down below. Rate, subscribe, all that good stuff if you haven't subscribed. That lets me know I'm doing my job, which is hopefully entertaining you, which is what this is all about. And as always, till next time, game fans, keep playing, and thanks for watching. I really gotta stop buying games on Steam at 3 in the morning.